to see how to create a virtual machine in Windows Azure. So first you have to log in into portal.azure.com, which is the Microsoft Azure platform. Is the front end where you create your virtual machines and various applications. So once you log into it, you will get this front dashboard screen. Here you can see what all the resources that are currently available, and you can add your resources to the dashboard and do different things. So today we are going to see how to add a virtual machine uh, to our Azure platform. For that, first I will click on left hand side on the virtual machines. Once it comes up, I will click on add. It will give me many options, which what I want to install, and which OS I want. So I can select from server fabric cluster, Windows Server, virtual scale set, Red Hat, Ubuntu. You have a lot of options. Microsoft has almost included all the platforms of OS into this. So for this demo, I'm just going to install first Microsoft Windows Server. So I'm going to click on it. So this will give me the different flavors of Windows OS available. You can see it just a HPC pack, R2 computer node, Windows Server 2008 R2 SP1, Windows 2012 data center. So for this demo, I'm going to select Windows Server 2012 R2. So once it's that, it will ask you whether what type of deployment model you want. You want the classic or the resource manager. We will use the resource manager. If you click on this icon, use resource manager for a new workloads. To connect to existing virtual network, choose the virtual network deployment method for your workload. So for this, we will use a resource manager. Click create, and it will ask for the server name. What is the server name that you want? So for this, I'm going to give test uh, 245. That the server name is going to be. Is there any resource group that is currently existing? What is the username, password that you will use to connect to this? So let me give us a test uh, user one and password. View. Select a subscription, whatever you have. Then resource group, you can create a resource group so that all the servers are added in the same resource group, and they are all set closer to the all your virtual machine that you create are stays closer to the data center in the cloud, or in the same rack, I can say, at least. So this will be a test group 1, and where you want this to be, which data center you want this to be. So there are many options. I'm going to use West Europe. Click OK. Next is to ask you for what kind of size you want. It gives you many options. So DS1 is the standard one, which is by default, and these are all other options available which you can choose. So the configuration changes for each parameter. So it's 1 core, 2 core. Click view all, you can see all more of it. more of configurations. So generally for a production, we usually recommend you go with a 4-core processor, which is standard. So scroll down. Yeah, this is the one generally you should go. A3 standard 4-core, 7 GB RAM, 8 data disk, and 8 into 500, that is 4000 IOPS. Load balancing is available, and auto scale features available, so you don't have to worry if there is any issues. So that's the best option available. If it's a production, you can use that. Um, but for this demo, we are just going to use one core with 3.5 GB. So I've just selected it. Click select. The next configuration is the storage configuration. So you have option to select standard or premium SSD. SSD is nothing but solid state device. It gives you fast access, but it's just like your disk build on a RAM. You can take it like that. So you can choose between standard and premiums. So to learn more, you just have to click the disk type. Standard disks are backed by magnetic drives and provide lower cost per GB. They are best for applications that require bulk storage or where data is accessed infrequently. Premium disks are backed by solid-state drives and offer consistent low latency performance. These are best I/O-intensive applications like database and support 500 IOPS per disk. So as you can see, you choose the standard or premium based on your requirements and how frequent the data is written. So this we'll just keep it standard. I'll just selected my storage account. You can create a new one if you want. I already have a storage account. It's very easy. If you don't have one, it will ask you to create a new one. Now virtual network, you have to first create the virtual network before creating the virtual machine, so that all your VMs are in the same network. And then the subnet, the default subnet, what will be the public IP address, network security group. So all these are, you can see, is the name that we give, and monitoring whether you want to enable or disable. Just click OK and this will start creating the virtual machine for me. No, I'm sorry, it will give the summary. This will be the computer name test245, and it will be in this resource group, and it will be in the Western Europe location. This is the virtual network. Again, it's the same as your resource group. What is the subnet? What is the public IP? Network security group? Everything is enabled here. Okay, you click OK, and you can see it's submitting the deployment, and deployment has started. Once deployment is completed, you can see that virtual machine under your virtual machines here really available. It takes almost like I've seen at least 10 to 15 minutes sometimes for the new visual to create it and come in here. So this is how you create a virtual machine, and I hope this has been useful for you, and thank you for watching.